So now we just created Windows 2000 image. Now we'll restore this image in a new computer, which we'll call Win2k. We'll give it 512 megabyte. We'll create a hard disk of 4 giga. Again, the usual user interface at top, shared folder, other, the HTTP share, auto mount, okay, USB 1.1, storage. Now we will add 2 CD-ROMs. So the first one I will add is under basic utils, the backup 3.5 Win2k image. And the second one, the backup we just created. Install system, Windows, Win2k, and then Lite pbd open. I knew that the new CD-ROM that we will put will be added before the existing one. That's why I did it this way. Make sure that the one that is supposed to boot, the backup Win2k file, has to be before the Win2k backup. Otherwise, you will have good problems booting. Okay, we want to enable IO APIC. Okay. So notice our hard disk is now 4 gigabyte big and not 2. Start. Okay, so this looks familiar. Now we go to recover. Recover to dissimilar hardware. The computer is different, but it's not working. Disk and partition recovery, browse. Okay, now we choose E, the PD file that we copied inside this image. Okay, next. We want to restore a hard disk C. You can choose all or just C, all the same. We want to restore this hard disk that has a capacity of only 2 gigabyte and is a boot partition, and we will tell him that we are recovering it to dissimilar hardware. And now look, he's asking us where we want to copy it back, and we are choosing now the 4 giga hard disk that we have in the system. Next. Now he noticed that the partition layout is different. I mean, here we have a 2 giga partition that is half full, Here we have a 4 giga partition. If we just copy the 2 and the 4, it's like using only half of it, and he offers us to resize it. Since we don't have partition assistant installed, we should use this option. I will make a 2 partition system. I will use 3.2 3.2 we'll use 3.2 for our first partition, and later on we'll create a second partition for the rest of the space inside Windows 2000. Okay, so we can resize the partition, make it bigger, smaller, as long as it's bigger than the 1 gigabyte that we are using, we are fine. So we would not be able to restore this image to a hard disk that is only 500 megabyte big, but that, who would want to do that in the first place? Okay, so proceed. Since it just has to copy basically 1 gigabyte of data, you can see how fast you can restore the system. Finished. 45 seconds. So now we'll just shut it off. Not working there, okay. So close this to shut down the computer. You see how it's now nicely booting Windows 2000, but in a new computer. Okay, log in as admin. Change the size. Okay. Windows 2000 has finished installing new devices. You must restart your computer before the new settings will take effect. Nope, I don't want to restart now. If you go on my computer, right mouse click manage. Again, we have the disk management. Yes. Okay, now I have here this area unallocated. I can do right mouse click, create partition, primary partition, all the space, give it a drive letter, for example L, give it a name, data, format quick, enable file and folder compression, next, finish, close, and so we have partition C, which is now 3.2 gigabyte instead of 2, and partition L, which is our second partition, of 900 almost megabyte. Now disable the index service. For it, the for the root and the subdirectories, and we're done. So simple, we can restore the system on any other virtual machine. So all the configuration work is being preserved. So we do a little bit of effort in the beginning, and each new installation can benefit of the fruits of the work. Shut down. There's one thing we should do. 1 second.